This is Raptor News, and we have to be real with ourselves. We have all did our share of dirt. Every last one of us. If you haven't did your fair share of dirt, then keep on living, man, because it's coming. I have an illustration to the left, and that illustration is so true, ain't it? Ain't it? It's so true. The answer that will literally take a man's soul from his body. Did you fuck him? Yes. It's like your soul went through the bottom of the floor, huh? To the pits of hell, didn't it? Yeah. You know, especially if you loved her and you thought you was going to make something out of that, huh? And what we have to really realize is that as we sow, we shall reap. If you didn't do nothing in that relationship, you probably done screwed over 90 people in the last ones. You know what I mean? And then you try to get real with this relationship, all your penalties are going to come back in the relationship that you really adore. Anyway, I don't know how it is out there no more because I haven't been out there in many moons. So I don't know what the dating scene. The dating scene almost seemed like gay, like people just doing anybody at any time, anywhere. You know, that's what I imagine inside my head. That is just straight up ridiculous. I'm not out there. I don't know, but that's how I'm imagining it because it was bad when I was going through it. But I can imagine it now, you know. And just like I said, you know, us adults, we didn't skim through all of that shit by the hairs of our chinny chin chin and came out fine and unscathed to some degree. You know what I mean? We came out fine, but I don't believe you go out there today, you coming out fine. I believe you're going to catch everything under the sun, man. You know, I don't know why maybe because we was just blatantly ignorant and you guys got the internet and all this knowledge, you know what I mean? So it's a difference. So, like I said, back in my day, men used to think that he done got you knocked up 2 or 3 times and you got the kids and all you doing is tending to them kids, making sure they neat and clean and dressed and your hands is full. She might clean them kids up. She might dress them. She might do that. Most of them don't, but she might. You know, but they coming over your house, man. And so I done had women bring all the kids over. None of them my kids, man. They're some other man's kids. And even myself, I'm shaking my head, man. Like, you know, and if I had known better, I wouldn't have did anything. I would have scolded her ass, but you know, ass was ass back then. And so, anyway, she bringing the whole damn family. And all them kids know what the hell she doing. But they better not say nothing, huh? They better not say nothing, huh? And so, you know, and then you got to look all them kids in the face and take them home. That's just not right. And I had women invite me in their room, and all their kids is in their bed. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Even my own self was creeped out. But that's how they got down. I mean, damn. They have no shame, man. They bring the little babies, you know. You just got through having a baby, and you over, you know what I mean, trying to get another one at somebody else's house. Or they pregnant with your baby, yeah, and they coming over your house to give you some ass with another man's baby in the womb. It's just not right. And if we had the book and the scriptures back then, you know, and somebody was trying to show us how to be decent, I think most of us probably would have made some attempt to be decent. A lot of us probably would not have, you know what I mean? The scripture says this in Leviticus 26:40, if they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers, what their fathers did. I mean, your fathers and their fathers' fathers, you know, from the time of Moses to now, or Abraham, with their trespasses, which they trespass against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me. So if you're looking at the man in the illustration, he in busted city, right? But then you gotta imagine you betraying God. You know, betrayal is betrayal, people. You know, and every time you sin, you betraying the Most High God, Israel, not just each other. You betrayed God first, who told you don't do that. You got double treason on you. So we go to Nehemiah 1:6. But before we do that, if you shall confess your iniquity, says Leviticus 26:40. It's a thing about confessing your iniquity to the people, because you can't go nowhere after that and try to pull some shit off, because everybody know what the hell you up to and what your weaknesses is. That's the good thing about confessing. And there is a catch-22 to it too. That if you confess you a homo, or you a sex addict, or this or that, then another sex addict can come and exploit you, or another homosexual can come and exploit you, or another drug head, or another raper, or another molester can come and y'all team up, and then y'all be double trouble, right? Yeah, I don't know how you catch some damn kind of cold in the heat of the damn summer. It's some weird shit going down, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they going over our house spraying us, man. I just wouldn't even be surprised. So in Nehemiah 1:6 said, let thine ear now be attentive, and thy eyes be open, that thou mayest hear the prayer of thy servant, which I pray before thee now day and night, for the children of Israel, thy servant, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against you. Both I and my father's house have sinned against the Most High God of Israel. Psalm 32:5. I acknowledge my sins unto thee, and my iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. And so, if Israel is confessing their iniquities, we have to do so as a people. Confession is the hardest thing in the whole world. You know what I mean? Confession is the hardest thing in the whole world. To say you guilty of doing shit. I have people right now that I know 9 times out of 10 they guilty as fuck, but they still to this damn day won't say they did some shit. And you know, huh, in your heart that they done did some shit, huh? You know, you done hung out with a dude all night or whatever, and next thing you know, you didn't do nothing. He had his you know what out, and basically you maintain your dignity. Right. I have tried to run from women, and I have literally tried to run, break out, and I couldn't really escape the majority of them. I don't even know how a woman can escape a guy. The number one sin that we do in Israel is refusal to let go of the nation's God. So we got Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We want to add a son to our God. And nobody in Israel ever had a son connected to our God. It's the most dumbest thing in the world. But you got our own people trying to preach that bullshit to us, man. You know. And then we should all have common sense to know that that's a lie. And then others is trying to preach there is a God called Christ next to our God, when our God is saying all damn day long there is no God next to our God. So God said, make not gods with me. So the number one crime of Israel is joining gods with God, even if that God be you. God said he's going to destroy all the gods under the heavens and the earth. All of them. Number 2, the murdering of our prophets. You know, and when you say something Gentile Israel don't know or understand or don't like, Gentile Israel will crucify you. Why do I say Gentile Israel? As we all should know, the black woman can produce a man-child and also the seed of Satan. Remember, the black woman produced Cain, Satan's seed, Esau, Satan's seed, the other nation, and the Nephilim, which were all destroyed in the flood. So all produced by a black woman. Gentile Israel are the ones who were enslaved. So every motherfucker that came over here on a boat was Gentile Israel. The Nephilim always have explosive birth rates. Remember, Gentile Israel can produce a child with the Spirit. So since they came from us with the Spirit, 2 Gentile Israelites could produce a child with the Spirit. So people like us have came from them. Example, Abraham's parents were pagan. They were idol worshippers. But Abraham came out with the spirit. The parents didn't have it. Now that we got the main two out of the way, the rest just fits into some categories. Sex is one of the biggest damn problems in our communities, man. You know, Israel's so damn sexy, huh? I'm so sick of sexy Israel, man. Adultery, fornication, rape, child molestation, some cases of bestiality, and a hell of a lot of damn homosexuality, huh? Especially today, huh? It seems like everybody gay, huh? Sodom and Gomorrah all over again, huh? Drugs and alcohol abuse, theft and violence and murder, disrespect to our parents and elders, and people think that ain't a big crime. It's a huge, tremendous crime. You know, lies, gambling, cheating, and deception. So, we get back to our illustration again. The answer that will literally take a man's soul from his body. No matter how much y'all get into arguments and fights and everything else, the last thing that man wants you to do is go get some ass away, man. And the same vice versa. The last thing that woman wants you to do is go betray her damn ass. And then, just because she cheated on you, and I'm going to say this, man, because it seemed like, yeah, you should get her ass back. No, vengeance is God's. It's not yours. As a man sows, so shall he reap. Meaning that if she got you, you deserve to be got. And that's how to look at it in a realistic eyesight of God's point of view. From a worldly standpoint, she got you, and so you better loke up and get her, right? And basically, you know, just like I said, I'm gonna get you. You know, I'm gonna go get your friend. That's why I'm aiming at somebody you like, and I'm getting them to the moti, and I'm gonna give you a call while I'm at the motel, and then leave the phone off the hook, and you just listen. You know what I mean? That's how I used to get down, but all of that shit comes back to you, man. And then you start believing God. As a man sow, so shall he reap. You don't want that, man. You don't want it coming back, because you're gonna be just like me and everybody else. That shit gonna hurt you to the core, man. All players get played. All players get played, man. And basically, you put it out, it's gonna come back. And if it don't come back, you're gonna burn in hell with it. Strap the nose.